Hi everyone, my name is Erin and welcome to the Erin Chronicle. Today we're going to be discussing my favorite skincare tools that I have picked up over the last few months and what are my thoughts. Do I like them or do I not really like them? So if that interests you, let's get right into it. But before we get into it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button right down below so that you can keep up with us every time that I post new content. So let's get right into it. So right off the bat, let's get one thing out of the way. I am not a doctor. I do not claim to be a doctor. This is just me talking about my experience and the things that I have found and enjoy. Also, if you look down in the description box below, I will have a link to everything that I have been talking about today. So if you feel like supporting my blog and this channel, follow the links down below and I will receive a small commission. So now that we've gotten the logistics out of the way, let's talk about a couple of things. So first of all, if you're interested in what my actual skincare routine is, I'm going to put a link to it up above, somewhere up in here, and it'll be down below too. So be sure to check that out so you can see what my favorite products are. Today I'm going to be showing some of the new things that I've been trying in correlation with my tools. So also, as a little note, you're going to say, but I don't want to spend all this money on skincare. Always remember that your hands work just fine. These are just extra fun things that I like to do just to make myself feel special and kind of do an at-home facial type of thing. I don't know about you, but with all of the stuff that's happening in the world, I've been trying to dedicate time every single day to pampering me and relaxing, and I have found that if I follow this routine, it helps set me up to have a really good night's sleep as well. So the first thing that we're going to get into are going to be what is called a high frequency wand. Let's make sure we get a good. So the one that I got came in this nice little box, so we can open it up. And it has all kinds of, I kept all the information because I'm a nerd like that. Let's see, we can get all of this out of the way so you can kind of see what I'm looking at here, what it comes with. So it's going to come with some detailed instructions that you can read over. And it's going to, let's see, stop. It's a nice little in your face. If you have any questions, comments, the manufacturer will answer them. And then a little, I haven't looked at this in a minute, a little thank you from the company, letting you know what your order number is, just in case you need any help. Now, one of the things that we're going to, I guess this is a good time to go over, is how to correctly put the attachments in the actual unit. Now, this is a attachment here. We'll just go ahead and pull one out. So, see it here. So it's just very delicate glass with neon or argon gas inside of it. So it's really important, and it says it here, that when you put it in, you handle it with a lot of care or else it will shatter. You don't want to mess with it at the tip and put too much pressure on it. Now, I can say that I've been using this since April, and I haven't shattered or hurt any of my attachments. So I can say if you just handle it with care and caution that it will work out well. So we'll get to these attachments here in a second, but then it's also going to go into some of how to use it. So it's all these different directions, and then it also is going to go into what each of the attachments go on. And this particular one is just straight neon. I'm sure some of the other ones might be different, but this one that I've been using is neon. Okay, let's see what else we got here. And then it also is going to go into some important tips. You can kind of, if you want an anti-aging treatment, do you want acne treatment, what are some of the things that you should be using it with, maybe not using it with. And then some of the other products that this particular company makes and uses. So if you're interested in that. Okay, so now getting into the fun thing. So as you can see, it has some nice foam that I keep it in. I keep everything in the box so that it stays nice and it doesn't get damaged in the process. Okay, so we saw this mushroom one. Kind of has a little mushroom. I use this one all over my face with some gauze, which forgot to get that, so BRB. Okay, I'm back. So what I do is I take this gauze. Now some people get a full sheet of gauze and just put it over their face and run it. I was unable to find big gauze, so this is it. It comes just in strips. And so I just use it and then eventually throw it away, make some new, and just cut it. So what I'll do is just take it and put it around the little unit there and use that around my face. Okay, so we have the mushroom. Let's get back here. Okay, then we have this little guy. It's just a straight situation here. This one I use if I'm having any spots, like acne spots that I just want to zip in and get right to it. So that's the one that I use for that. So what my nightly routine is, I start out with the small guy, just on my little spots, and then I go in with the mushroom head with the gauze on top and use that all over my face. Okay, got 2 more to go, and then we have this one that looks like a spoon. This one also helps with acne, but I just prefer the more pinpoint one. And then this one, as you can see, it looks like a comb. And this is supposed to help with hair and rejuvenating and helping your hair to grow. I haven't really used it, so I can't speak to that, but it does come included in the kit. We'll stick this all back in. It just fits all nice and neat. Okay, so this is the actual machine. Now, the one I have is just a 2-prong, but if you are concerned about you are using electricity, they do make them with 3 prongs, but at the time this was the only one I could get, so this is what it looks like right here. And you have your adjustment right down here. So we're going to go with this mushroom. You see how I'm going to put it in, make sure it's in all nice and neat. Okay, so I'm going to plug it in, and we're going to see what it sounds like. Okay, so now that we have it plugged in, I like to think that it sounds like a neon sign. Let me see if the mic picks it up. You hear that? Now, as you can see, I'm wearing white, you can kind of tell. There's nothing happening. There's no, my cat is looking like I am crazy over here. So we're going to turn it down because you only use it on one. I'm going to put in the video that is done by a master esthetician that talks about how to properly use this, what level you should be on, and she recommends only being on level 1. So we're going to put it back on level 1. And as I'm going to just use it on my hand. I have makeup on my face right now, so, and I don't know, there is a little bit of light when that's making contact with my skin. So as you can see, it's harmless. I'm not getting jolts of electricity. So then you can also use it with the gauze. So what the gauze does is it helps you have a better connection, a conductor. As you can see, it just sounds more harmful than it is. Okay, so what do we use this for? So I like to use it for my acne spots, and it also helps with helping to fill the face. So the first time I use it, I definitely could feel like my face had been lifted. I get laughing lines right here, and I can definitely tell that it helps fill those in. Now, How I use it is I put all my serums on my face, and then I do the wand because it helps push in the serums and absorb it into your face. Now, why do we want to use it? Because the neon creates an ionized pocket of air, and that particular ionized pocket of oxygen helps kill bacteria, which, what is acne but a little bacteria spot on your face? So it's going to help take those spots away. Now, I've also seen that it was used by Marilyn Monroe when she would go get facials with Erno Laszlo in New York. So this was one of the particular pieces of equipment that they used as well. So when would I not use it? If you get seizures, you're pregnant, you do not want to use it. Again, the company is really good about letting you know reasons not to use it. And like I said, the video that I'm going to link, she goes into great detail about when and why and when not to use it. Now, when you do the treatment, you want to make sure that it's no more than 5 minutes. So I will do the little spots on my face, and then I'll go in, turn the machine off, and then go in with that mushroom attachment that we looked at with the gauze. And I go over my face and neck 2 times. 1, back up, that's 1, and then back down and up, and that's 2 times. And I'm done. It's really easy. I will also sometimes use it after I have done, if that particular night is a sheet mask night, then I'll put all my serums on, do my sheet mask, and then I will do the wand. So that is the wand. I have really enjoyed using it, and it's really quick, and within my first day of using it, I noticed a difference. I woke up and felt it. So if you notice that your skin feels really dry after using it consistently, maybe back off to only me using it 3 to 5 times a week. I use it every night, so I haven't had any kind of adverse reaction to it. So this is the first one. It's a nice little box. I've seen some of them come in little carrying cases, but this one came in a box, and that just came off of Amazon. Now, this one is probably the weirdest looking one. I feel like an alien, straight up, an alien, whenever I put this on. So this is an LED mask, so if you turn it around, you can kind of see you can see all the individual LED lights in it, and it comes with a nice head strap because you're going to wear it like so. However, I find the strap to be a little small, but I mean, I just might have a big head, you know, who knows. But anyways, so I just sit with it like so on my face. It has a little bumper so that it will sit nicely with your eyes. Now, before we get started, and you're going to see it in just a second, it's very bright. Very, very, very bright. So don't open your eyes. This is not time to put your mask on and read. This is time to put your mask on, put your earbuds in, and listen to a nice audiobook, meditate, listen to music, you name it, talk to someone on the phone, I don't know. But do something that you can keep your eyes closed with. It does have, like I said, the nice rubber, so you don't have to wear eye protection. Some of them you have to have. Think of going to getting a suntan bed, and you have to wear the eye protection. This comes built in. Some of them don't come with that, but this in particular one did. So in fact, the cord that it came with, so the cord that attaches, developed a short in it, right here where it attaches to the mask. And so I went on Amazon and got this one, and this is a 3-foot, and I got a 6-foot, and it's supposed to have really good bases, like it's not going to get a short in it anymore. We'll see. We're about a month into it, and it's working out really well. So with the cord, I've been using this mask since April. Now, when you first start using it, you're going to think it's kind of gimmicky. You're like, how is this light helping my face? Oh, there. So I just plugged it in. So it makes a little noise once it plugs in. But anywho, I notice that it helps with my inflammation. If I notice I'm getting little spots, maybe I used my retinoid that night and my skin is just a little fussy, I do this, and it's not even next day, I will take the mask off and automatically notice that the inflammation has gone down. It's also helped with some of my sunspots and fine lines that I have. If I've been out in the sun, it also helps calm. So it has a remote here. So we're going to turn it on, and as you can see, first one is a red, and we can turn up the brightness on it. So that's 1, that's 2, and it can go all the way up to 5. So I usually have mine on a 2 level or 3. And so we're going to go through the different colors. So there's red, green, blue, purple, yellow. This is kind of a icy blue to just a straight LED one. Now, each of these wavelengths are going to benefit you in different ways, and it's also going to help you maximize whatever serums you're wearing. So, for example, the yellow is going to help vitamin C. At least that's what I read, so, we just go with it. So, this particular one has a timer that can go all the way up to 30 minutes. I do 5 minutes per color. So, I'll go all the way down to 5. We'll stick here to the green, and then we can go to this one once it's done, and then the white. So all in all, it's about 35 minutes long to do each of the colors at 5 minutes. If I'm still feeling like, I just want to lay here for a couple more minutes, I might go back to the red, yellow, or white for an extra 5 or 10 minutes, just if I'm just vibing out and I'm not quite ready to go to bed. So I will do all of my skin, do this on my face, and then I will go in with my moisturizer, my eye cream, and my face oil. And I really enjoyed it. And even if I will link a study down below that shows that this does work. But if you feel like, I don't know, the one thing that has really benefited me is by the time I'm finished with this, I'm ready for sleep. And I have such a good night's sleep after I do my face mask. Now, some of them will come with a neck attachment here. This one that I was showing you does not, but the one that's supposed to be here on the neck, I have heard that it causes you to have issues with your thyroid. So I just maybe maybe not do the neck one. So just do the face one. Okay, moving along now. So we've talked about the wand. We've done the mask. So now let's go into one that I have. So these I've been using since April. This little guy I have been using for years. 5 years maybe? 4 or 5 years. But this is the FOREO Luna brush, okay? So if you're familiar with the Clarisonic, this is a silicone version of that. Now, where the Clarisonic, you actually have to remove the heads. And this one, this is just the way it is. And in fact, since it's all silicone, and we have some thicker bristles back here, and then we have more fine ones here, it stays in my shower. I don't take it out, it just stays there, and this thing looks great for being sold. You only have to charge it every 3 to 4 months. Yes, every 3 to 4 months. And so turn it on. Maybe you can hear it a little bit. Go higher, and it can go real low. But this is just going to help. Remember, this is an exfoliator, so you don't want to use it every single night, especially if you're doing some kind of chemical or another physical type of exfoliant, because this does qualify as a physical exfoliant. So the way I do it is, I first use my oil cleanser, which is the DHC Deep Cleansing Oil, which is the one I'm using right now. Once I finish this, I will do a review on this. And then, so I'll do this on dry face, my oil cleanse. Then I will get in the shower and emulsify it and rinse it off. And then I've been using the La Roche-Posay Purifying Foaming Cleanser. As you can see, I'm almost out, so we're almost time to do a review of this. So after I've done my oil cleanser, I will go in with my water base. And with the water base is when I use my FOREO Luna. Now, if you were to ask me the comparison of whether or not you should do a Clarisonic or you should do a FOREO brush, the Clarisonic can be a little bit more harsher, and also us talking about the heads on it, since they're made out of a different material other than silicone, it can be a haven for bacteria. And every once in a while you have to rebuy the heads for it, so it's kind of a continuous buying and causing waste situation, where this is just the way it is. The silicone is not going to grow bacteria, and you don't have to buy any extra product. So this is my FOREO Luna. So that just stays in my shower, and I will use it about 3 to 5 times a week. Especially if it's a day like tonight, I will use it because I'm wearing makeup to hang out with you guys. But it just helps make sure that I've gotten everything off of my skin. Okay, on to the next one. 3 down, just 2 more categories to go. Okay, so now this is called a hot and cold facial wand. So it has a little metal plate on it, as you see here, and we can turn it on. And so it's going to have a clean function, ice press, whitening, and mask. Now this particular one I like to use if I've used any kind of face mask that night, so one of my sheet masks, so I'll put it on, and once it comes off, the serum that's still on it, I will go on and really make sure that it gets in. Now this is an ionized plate, so you're going to want to make sure, if you notice, it has this metal ring around it, so you want to make sure to hold it because it helps with the electrical current. I sometimes use it just to put on my hyaluronic acid serum. Maybe if I want to just go in with just get a good oil cleanse that night, I will go in and use that. So, like I said, this is my favorite sheet mask right now. I keep it in the fridge, and it is no animal testing, sulfate-free, paraben-free, alcohol-free, 100% natural, hypoallergenic, and oil-free. So it's a lot of really good things. Keep it in the fridge, and you can leave it on for 20 to 40 minutes, which is nice. Now, kind of in the same category, I feel like at this point everyone knows about it, but we're going to talk about a Jade Roller. So this one, again, comes in a nice box. I keep it in my fridge, and if you look in here, it sits in a nice foam kind of bed. So this particular one, even though it's called a Jade Roller, is made out of rose quartz. So it stays in the same drawer as my sheet masks. And this is a Gua Sha right here. So you'll take this and go up and down and do kind of a little mini facial on yourself, all up and down and away. This little guy, I like to go like this. I get really tight jawline. So these two things really I go in and just work out those knots and just give myself a little massage. When I put the sheet mask on, I'll go in with this little guy and just rub it on, just so that you can kind of get those serums starting to go, and just that cold compression feels amazing on your skin. If you've been in a hot bath or anything, I love to use this little guy, and it just kind of helps soothe after that really hot bath. So I kind of put these two things kind of in the same category. We'll get to my thoughts on that in just a second. To the last but not least, this is called the electric skin scrubber. So we're going to take the little tag off so you can see it's a little like shovel looking bit. There it goes. Okay, so got to turn it on so we can do cleansing. My cat is freaking out over all these weird noises the stuff's making. So this, you will, with the cleansing, you can go in and do a little physical exfoliation. It helps get your blackheads out of your nose, and I get them here too. You can also use it for moisturizing. She thinks the chair is attacking her. And this, you will take it and put the back in and just kind of push it into the skin. And the last one is lifting, and you'll do the same type of action. Okay, so this, quickly ending that because Miss Amumu is not feeling that one. But, so this, instead of sitting there trying to get the blackheads out or using a vacuum little on your nose, this helps to whittle those spots out. Okay, so what are my thoughts on the matter? Which one would be my favorite? Well, it'd probably be really easy. I love my wand and I love my face mask. Would probably be my two absolute favorites. I love this because I've really noticed that it helps my acne. About 18 months ago, I developed, see, it's off now. So I developed really bad acne, and it was just all I could do to just get it to go away. And the wand really helps soothe it, get it to go, and it's just one of my favorite kind of anti-aging devices. So my least favorite would probably be, and it's not even that they're my least favorite, it's just the ones I'm using not as much as I thought it would be these two bad boys. This one most definitely, I don't use it near as much. And I don't know if it's the one I got, but it doesn't really, it's supposed to get your blackheads out. I don't really see it get the blackheads out, but I do like to, if I'm feeling extra, I will use it to help with moisturizing and lifting the skin. And this I do end up using a little bit more because I use it with my serums and my masks. But if you don't want to go out and spend $40, $50 on this little thing, just get yourself a Jade Roller. Just get the Jade Roller, keep it in your fridge. It's the same thing, except you don't have to charge it. But, if you're feeling extra, do both. I was feeling a little extra when I bought it. Seemed like a good idea at the time. So this, the Jade Roller and Gua Sha would definitely be, if you're just looking for an easy, cheap, relatively cheap, depending on what the material is made out of, face item, it would be this bad boy. Okay, so those are my thoughts on my favorite skincare tools. What are your thoughts? What are your favorites? I'd love to know. I'm always in the mood to try new things and test them, see if I like them or not, and then I guess I get to tell you guys about it now. So let me know down in the comments what you thought. So take a few minutes to hit that like and subscribe button down below and turn on that notification bell so you can keep up with us every single time we post our content. The next one is going to be about New York Fashion Week Day 1. So we will see you around very soon. Have a good one and have a great rest of your day. Bye now.